Shalom everyone, I hope everyone is having a blessed weekend. Besides Table coming to you live. So, for those of you who see my videos, last couple of videos anyway, I've been on this journey to doing cloud pours, trying to get those fluffy cloud cells, cloud pour. I had a few failed attempts, some, not all bad, but just different experiences, and just basically not hitting the mark, right? Just wasn't coming out, just trying to fix the ratios and then see what was going on with how the mixture, the cloud pour mixture and things like that. So again, looking at videos, people saying different things, people saying you don't need to do this, but you should do this, and then whatever they do, right? Whatever they do. One of the things that I found was, let me pan over here. This is one that I did a few days ago. Again, right along the edges here. I put it from a squeeze bottle. It was like white acrylic, right? And mixed with something, I don't know if it was Floetrol or GAC 800, but it started on the edges and it just was cracking. You could see it started cracking, so I painted over it to try to fix some of the cracks. But overall, I like the colors themselves. Again, not your traditional cloud cells themselves, but so this one right here I just did. This one is my best yet. You can see me pushing here. Got some cloud cells that started forming right over here and along the edge right here. This one is a smaller canvas. It's only 10 by 10, but I love it. So, and it's the paint itself, or the Amsterdam acrylic paints, but the paint itself has a sheen to it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But it's so velvety smooth compared to other pieces I've done. And I've looked at my other bigger pieces that I've done that look really, really shiny and vibrant. And I'm like, well, what did I do to achieve that? So I usually write down what I did when I do a piece, how I did it. And one of the things I found is Vallejo Pearl Medium. Let me grab it really quick. I found that in a lot of my pieces, I added this Vallejo Pearl Medium, Special Artist Medium, right? And then I didn't add it to other ones, and I could see the difference. Now, I'm not saying this is that everyone should use this, but again, I know, looking at my work, what works and what doesn't. I live here in Tampa, Florida, so again, humidity itself is a whole nother thing to contend with when you're paint pouring, right? Humidity, for those of you who live in northern parts where you don't have to deal so much with humidity, but the cold, that has an effect on paint itself and cracking and crazing and things like that. So I know one thing that does help, that I put in all my paints mixtures, is GAC 800, right? I'm pretty sure all of us that started out paint pouring in the beginning, that was one of the issues that a lot of us have, right? I'm pretty sure I'm struggling with the paint cracking and crazing and things like that, and also just colors running together and it being muddy, that has to do with the paint being too thin and things like that. So anyway, going back to this 10 by 10 piece, one of the things that I maintained was putting that pearl medium in with the paints, as well as a little bit in the cloud mixture itself. So that I found helped. Another huge thing was the cloud mixture itself. I know people have said sandwich it in between the colors. I really don't know what that meant, or really what that looked like. So I put the colors in and then put the cloud mixture on top, and that really didn't work, right? So here I saw a video and I kind of watched what she was doing, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense now, because she was putting some of the colors into the cup and then put a little bit of the cloud mixture, then more colors, right, your puddle colors, and then more of the cloud mixture, and then more of the puddle colors, then more of the cloud mixture, then more of the puddle colors, so on and on and on, and you just repeat that process. So that way the cloud mixture is sandwiched in between the colors, but it's done numerous times. So, and you layer all that into one cup. Okay, this one I did was just a straight pour. It was a straight pour, just kind of like moving my wrist. You know, I was careful because I used to do this also. I used to do this, move my whole hand, but it's more about just moving your wrist around when you pour, not your entire hand like that. It's more about this motion, right? And you pour and you kind of go around and around, you know. You move your wrist. Then I just started tilting it, you know, but I love it. I love it. Again, it's a 10 by 10, but I love the way it came out. Is these rings here just like looked like little lacings, and all these cells just start popping up, and I love this right here. This effect down here looks like a feather, right? And I'm not sure if I didn't put quite enough satin enamel, but I love the cells that just popped up in here. Again, and then I just used a little bit of the heat, the blowtorch, and then the heat gun as well. And I just let it tilt it a little bit and let it sit for a little bit, for a few minutes. But I love it. I love it. It just looks. This is what I'm going for. Still have to tweak, you know, again, just the process itself and things, but I love this piece. It's like 4 colors in here. Permanent violet, white, brilliant blue, and turquoise green. So yeah, that's 4 colors in here in a 10 by 10 straight pour, cloud pour. So again, I just love it. You know, you have to use the color, do the colors, and then mix the cloud pour separately, and then you put them together. You layer them in the cup, and then, so those of you who know what I'm talking about and have done cloud pours before, but yeah, I just love it. You know, again, consistency. I know I was getting a little discouraged. I'm like, you know, how come you see videos and people just seem to do it so easily, right? And they explain the process and things like that, but it still wasn't coming out. So it is frustrating, but you know, I always encourage people just to keep at it. Don't get discouraged, or try not to get discouraged. Keep at it and have fun with it, you know, because once you get frustrated and discouraged, just art itself, you know, the process, it stops being fun. It stops being fun. And you know, art's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be, right, creativity and things like that. So have fun with it. Don't get bummed out or stressed out. You know, that's my advice. Is just keep at it, and you know, never give up. Never give up. So that's my advice, and I just wanted to share this piece with you. Again, it's a 10 by 10 straight pour, cloud pour. You know, I just love this piece right here. This part right here is like looks like a little ribbon. You know, so there's a lot going on in here for it being such a small canvas. You know, but again, I love it. The cells mostly just popped up on their own. I really didn't have to manipulate or do much to it. Using the torch and the heat gun was really just about trying to pop any air bubbles that was in it. So yeah, so I love the colors also. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that and share it's all part of the journey. And you know, be blessed and be a blessing until next time. Shalom.